Alright, so I am gonna attempt to actually get something out there today. I was so pumped this morning about sharing some scriptures with you guys, and then I was like, I need this supporting scripture, I need this supporting scripture, I need this supporting scripture, and if I give them enough, then understand like the whole point of what I'm trying to do. And then I got distracted by one of my uncles, and then my brother, and then my dad came over, and then and the kids were like this and that, and you know, this chatty little girl back here.
I heard my top right here on our house in our
She's sharing with you.
room and on the gate.
Oh, you hurt yourself on the gate?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. So as it turned out, I was like, you know, if I do this live, it is so not gonna work out because it's so loud. You guys won't be able to hear me. I won't be able to focus. And I got a little bit emotional about like, I just want to tell you guys this thing. And then I was like, you know what? Now I'm going to In-N-Out Burger. I know, privileged, right? Now, actually, it's on my dad. Thanks, Dad. But I wanted to share one scripture with you, because this might be the most quietest time. I was going to be even more quiet, but I didn't trust the guys at home with the baby. That's just how I am. But I wanted to share this with you. It's 1 Peter 2:15, and it says, "For it is God's will that in doing good you should silence the ignorant talk of foolish people." So I wanted to share this with you because the lights, you mean in the sky? Oh, well, because some of the businesses are closed right now, babe. So I wanted to share this with you because one of the major struggles I had in growing stronger and closer to God and the relationship that I wanted with Him was to resist trying to prove myself to other people, resist trying to feel like that justice is being done towards me because somebody's saying this and this is so untrue and this is not good, and this is what's gonna happen if other people hear this, and all the ideas and thoughts, and really what the reality is when it comes to the world and people's opinions and gossiping. And one thing I did is I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I know that I'm supposed to do. And if people think I'm doing this, or think I feel this, or feel that I've done that, or whatever, like, it's inconsequential, because I know that God knows, and really God's opinion and God's knowledge of who I am and what my heart is and what my desire is and what my dedication is what I'm trying to do is really the only important thing. And I've had that type of attitude one other time, but I was like, whatever, let the hyenas yap about the lions, you know what I mean? And it was a really haughty, kind of ugly, rude way of thinking. And it wasn't about God. It was just, people talking trash or whatever. But in this manner, I realized, this is what I needed to do. And so the scriptures also tell us, don't become weary of doing good, and it tells us this. Why? Because doing the right thing over and over and again, and sometimes not getting any result or complete resistance from the world and people and jobs and everything around you, can be kind of frustrating. And you see other people cutting corners and being deceitful and doing all this stuff, and you're like, what the heck's going on here? Like, why they got this or that, or how come this is working out for them? So we grow weary of making the right choices and thinking, oh, well, if I could just do this or that, like, things will be better for me. But that's really just the temptation of the world to say, okay, this little bit doesn't matter, or that little bit doesn't matter, and it's fine if I do this because I'm doing it's for a good reason or a good purpose, or it's for my family. But God's telling you, like, trust in me, and I am the God of truth, and be truthful, and do good. So if you just do good, then everything will be added to you, and you don't have to worry about, everybody else, what they're thinking, what they're saying. A lot of people could be doing this, and you can get caught up in that dysfunction and the drama, and then chatting with so and so and doing this, and you can spend a whole day talking about, oh, you know what she said, and that is time spent not being grateful. That is time spent not worshiping God. That is time spent, and in that, like, darkness is prevailing. So if you just do good, then eventually, like, a lot of people will say a lot of things, and then what ends up happening is you get the results from being diligent and being dedicated and keeping to what God has asked you to do. And then people see you and they're like, well, all these things are obviously not true. Like, you don't have to prove yourself. Just prove yourself to God, and make no excuses to do anything contrary to that.